Super Saturday. No, it's not.
Good start. Super Saturday.
Super Saturday.
That was last week.
Yeah, that was last week. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Thursday Thunder.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. Got that
Welcome
right.
Again.
12th, the 12th day of April.
Yep.
12th already.
Yeah.
It's been getting hot.
Yeah. No, don't like
I'm
it.
over it.
Yep.
Like in here in Adelaide. Well, I think it's been hot all over the country.
It has. It's been
But
unprecedented.
I'm over it. I want it to be cold, wet, and miserable.
It's supposed to be. But
It isn't.
no,
It's hot.
No.
Welcome to the Australian Muscle Thursday Thunder, brought to you by Australian Muscle. Australian Muscle, the gym. Check us out online. This week's episode is sponsored by Optimum Nutrition,
Shit. That was,
the world's top selling protein powder.
yeah, the top number selling protein. The gold standard, as they call it.
Gold standard. We'll talk about that a little
We
bit
will.
later. So, what's been happening?
Struggling.
Struggling.
We're struggling. Well, I'm
1 week
struggling.
out?
Yeah. Well, 10 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 days.
Yeah.
10 days out.
It's been okay though. It's cruisy. I'll get through a day and then it'll be like 5:30. Then I'll just sort of want to fall asleep on the couch.
People have commented like that you're progressively getting worse and worse in the face with
Yeah.
every video that we produce.
Thank you for your honest feedback. You look like shit.
Well, the bodybuilding season kicked off here in Adelaide, season A, with the PCA, the inaugural PCA show.
PCA.
Yeah,
show.
which I went to on the weekend at the Adelaide Convention Centre. It was a good show. It ran really well. The numbers were a little bit low, which was a bit disappointing, but otherwise the show ran really well. Adam did a good job.
Yeah.
A few little teething problems, which I'm sure he'll sort out, but I can remember some of the winners. Jason Eagle won the men's overall bodybuilding. Sam Mussered won the classic bodybuilding.
Yep.
Nathan Pippett won.
Under the class 2, I believe you won.
Yeah, he won one of the weight classes. Dan Brown won the novice.
Yep. Corey Bowell won this
Corey
sports model.
Bowell, men's muscle
Men's
model.
muscle model, yep.
Yeah.
And I believe Louise Chetwood won the figure, I believe. or
Louise
physique.
Chetwood, yes.
Yes,
She
she
won
won
the figure
figure.
overall.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone else escapes me at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm no help, so I just go by what I hear.
Yeah. One thing they haven't done, which is really annoying, and this is to all the promoters that are running these shows, is put the results up
Yeah.
on your Facebook page. Put the results up. You know, as an ICN promoter, I have to get the results out to head office in 24 hours so that they're online.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, put the results up so that when we do podcasts,
We have
information. Yeah. Yeah. It is a bit hard trying to remember everyone, you know. I can picture a lot of the girls in the bikini and fitness, and I just can't remember any of the names offhand because I'm old.
Yeah, you're only as old as you feel.
But otherwise, it was a good day. The show ran pretty well. It was all over with by I think about 2:30. Yeah. I don't like Saturday morning bodybuilding shows.
I don't get it.
No, if you're going to have a show on Saturday, I think you should have it in the evening and a Saturday night's show.
Yeah.
You know, because the crowd was a little bit disappointing. But Saturday's a normal work day for a lot of people, play sport and everything else. So, yeah, it was a little bit, that part was a little bit disappointing. We're 1 week out from the ICN. No, 10 days out from the ICN. So this week, this Saturday is the NABA WFF show.
Yep.
On Saturday as well. It starts at 12 noon at the Norwood Town Hall, so go check that out. The ICN is 1 week out, 10 days out.
10 days out.
Yep.
And the AMB is
12 days out.
2
weeks out.
2 weeks out.
Yeah.
Or was it? No, was it a week after ICN?
Yes. So
Yes.
2 weeks this week.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
17 days.
So lots of comps coming up. Good luck to all the competitors competing this weekend. I don't know much about who's competing this weekend. I know Sam's competing again.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
Yes. Apart from that, but hopefully if Rob puts up some results, we can talk about it next week.
That'd be good.
I can't go, unfortunately, so we're going to rely on somebody else. But one of our members, Janelle's going, so I'm sure she'll be able to give us a better
she'll give us a very good rundown.
Yeah. That's it. There's no pro shows, so there's no real pro news at the moment. I think the next show is the Vancouver Pro. I think, which is about 6 weeks out. You see those pictures of Nathan D'Asher?
No, I haven't seen any photos yet.
Yeah, Nathan D'Asher looking stupid. But I don't think he's doing that. I think he's going through to the Chicago or New York Pro. Yeah. There was a picture of Hardy Schupan, who is doing the Vancouver Pro 212, and he looked stupid.
There was a video he put up recently of him after training legs. He was just sitting down in his office, and he's like trying to stand up. He's got his little heavy frame on his legs, and he's like trying to stand up and struggling. And it's funny because he's so short. He's just a nugget man.
Yeah, when you see pictures of him, you think he's a monster. But they're all the 212 guys are very short.
5'2".
Yes. I've been listening to an interesting podcast.
Yes, you were talking about this before, actually.
Yeah. It was put on to me by my good friend Wayne Galash. It's called Bodybuilding Legends. The podcast is hosted by John Hansen, who is a lifetime natural bodybuilder, and he's won a number of natural titles, Natural Olympia, Natural Universe, and things like that. And he interviews all these bodybuilding legends, you know, the bodybuilders from the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. I find it fascinating because I grew up knowing all these guys. Yeah. You most probably wouldn't know most of them.
No, probably not.
Except for the real famous ones. But, you know, he interviews things, you know, like Samir Banu. And it was interesting because...
The Lion Lebanon, I think he was called.
Yeah, well done. Yeah.
See, I know my
things. So you do know your
things.
Historical bodybuilding.
Of course.
Yeah. But no, it's interesting because they all talk about competing and training back in those days, 70s and 80s. Obviously, no social media, no internet, no nothing. You know. But one thing in common, which I found really interesting, was they all talk about how today's bodybuilders don't train hard and train shit compared to those days.
Fair enough.
Yeah, now, I don't know, I've never experienced training back in those, but the common senses with all of them is that they all complain about today's bodybuilders.
Yeah.
They don't only complain about their training, they complain about their look. You know, that they've lost that aesthetic look, etc. So maybe classic physique will do a classic physique.
That's gotten a lot.
That's the latest buzzword, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I digress. We'll talk about classic physique one other time.
That's a whole other video by itself.
Yeah. So, but it was interesting. They talk about the training and how the bro science these days has ruined training, ruined the physiques.
Yeah.
How people get on drugs way too early, which is one thing I agree with.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. There are some like 16-year-olds I know that are already on the PED. So
well, they all these guys talked about that they all won. You know, now I don't know how true it is, but I can't see why they would bullshit. They have no reason to bullshit because they do talk about their drug use in these podcasts and how it was so limited back then, and I can understand it would be limited because there wouldn't have been nowhere near as much information and stuff around. But they all talk about how just about all of them won national titles, Mr. Americas, and everything drug-free.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until they went onto the pro circuit that they started using any form of PEDs, which I found fascinating.
Yeah.
Because now you get approached by a 17-year-old at your local 24/7 gym and they'll sell you drugs.
Yeah, or you get the bro, what are you running?
Yeah.
And you say a good diet, no, that's heavier. No, but what are you running?
Yeah. But I do agree with the training thing. I think training these days it's weird.
Yeah, I admit when I first started, I did sort of fall into that, hold it here and do that sort of stuff. Because I admit some of them you do feel more. Yes. But doesn't necessarily mean you're doing more. No, just because you get a massive pump. People are chasing a pump. Just because you get a massive pump doesn't mean you had a good workout or a muscle building workout at all. Not at all. Far from it, actually. So, and I agree. I fell into that for a while of my training, and it really kicks my, annoys me that I didn't discover how we're training now. And even now, like, we're a couple of the strongest guys in the gym. Yeah. And I don't do anything stupid.
No. Well, not doing super. Tell me about your squats.
That was just, how's your forearms?
Yeah, not that part. But what you did 150 for
150 by 20.
150 by 20. 180
for 9, and then 200 for 6.
200 for 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and that was just 3 sets, 3 hard gut busting sets, which were to failure.
Yes, they were.
I got a testament to that. If you see the video on the Australian Muscle page, to failure. But how many people do we see squatting 200 in our gym?
2, including myself.
Yeah, who's the other one?
Brad.
Well,
Brad,
yeah. But it's the same thing. Like with deadlifts, we don't see many people deadlift. Well, a lot of people do deadlift here than they did before.
Oh, definitely.
Because we push it on everyone.
Yeah.
But they would rather pick up a 7.5 kilo dumbbell and do 20 slow-mo squeezing reps, and then walk around the gym balancing a 20 kilo plate on their arms.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times actually.
Which I don't understand. No. And that's what all these guys in this Bodybuilding Legends podcast, that's what I get back to, is that they really reiterated that the training is about progressive overload and getting stronger, lifting bigger weights, trying to get stronger. Yeah. You must try to get stronger.
I feel like we're like...
You're not going to accidentally get stronger. I always thought that if I just keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to get stronger. No, you don't. You just keep doing the same way.
I mean, I've had a client for, I think, 8 weeks now, and he approached me, 2 months ago saying, I want to lose weight, I want to do this. I'm like, okay, we're going to get you stronger then. Went through initial fitness test, and he maxed out deadlifts at 87.5 for, I think it was 10. This was 8 weeks ago. Just yesterday, he did 120 for 10 and worked up to 150 kilo single after 6 sets in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And he's visibly leaner, stronger, and he's eating more than he ever had before.
Yeah, his muscle mass has gone up.
Yeah.
And the reason his muscle mass has gone up is because he's lifting more weight.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. You know?
And I feel like we're a broken record right now. So
well, I know we spoke about this all the time, but it's so frustrating. I see it here, even in our own gym all the time, and I try to tell people, that you must try to get stronger. And what you're doing now, if you haven't made any results in 6, 7, 8, 12 weeks, well, you're not going to make any results in the next 6, 7, 12 weeks.
People train to be comfortable. They're like, I don't want to push any further than this because I'm comfortable here. I don't want to injure myself. You won't injure yourself if you know what you're doing.
Exactly right.
There's a difference between being able to manage a load and being able to just drop it on your chest and have
exactly
the best.
Right. Yeah. So, but if you're into nostalgia type bodybuilding, if you're interested in the 70s, 80s, 90s bodybuilding scene, look up Bodybuilding Legends podcast because it really is interesting. I find it fascinating listening to these guys, just how the content, there is one other interesting thing these guys spoke about, which seems to be spoken about today, is the corruption.
Corruption?
Like contests were fixed and...
Oh, that thing, everything's fixed.
Like they all mention that part. That if you weren't in the weeder camp, well, you weren't going to do well in the shows.
Okay.
Yeah, all of them say that. So it's interesting. So people talk about that. Oh, nowadays, the pro scene is, set up and corrupt, rah. Well, they were talking about it back in the 70s.
Well, it was that was it 83 or 82 Olympia where Arnold won after 4 years off, and some other guy was like, "That's bullcrap," blah blah blah. When he did
1980, Olympia here in Australia.
And some guy threw the trophy backstage and kicked some chairs.
Yeah, look, there was actually, that's a good point you brought up because I did listen to one of the bodybuilders who competed in that show, and it was actually podcast with John Torelli. They were interviewing John Torelli, who's an Australian bodybuilder. And back in the 80s and 90s, who finished as high as second in pro shows, Mr. Universe winner, etc. Very, very good bodybuilder. And he said he was at that 1980 Mr. Olympia where Arnold won, and he just can't understand the controversy because as far as he's concerned, Arnold was the clear winner. And like he said, he competed in the amateur section of that show. He said he was backstage, he was in the audience at the front, he went to the audience at the back, he went all over Opera House Theatre watching the show, and from every angle, Arnold was the clear winner.
There you go.
Yeah.
From like a person that was actually there to, people seeing
that's right.
pictures and
whatnot. And I have spoken to Wayne Galash, who was there as well, and he said the same thing. He says Arnold was the winner. But for some reason it's been portrayed in the bodybuilding media that Arnold was not the clear winner.
I guess it must be annoying. He goes away for 4 years, starts
everyone agreed that Arnold wasn't the same as he was in 1975.
No, he wouldn't be, definitely.
But he was still that far ahead of everyone else that he was the winner. Yeah. So there you go. There's some bodybuilding trivia for you. All right, well, we managed to ramble on.
We did, yeah.
All right, let's just go quickly. The ICN last posing classes are on this weekend. So on Sunday, here at the gym, and at Olympic Muscle and Fitness at Rinella. Check the ICN South Australia Facebook page for the times. So it's the last chance for posing. Entries close for the ICN this Monday, midnight, the 16th of April. Competitors, we have competitor check-in on Tuesday the 17th here at the gym from 12 till 7. And on Wednesday at Australian Muscle Millswood from 12 till 7. Keep an eye out in your inbox for emails with all that information, which will be sent today. That's it.
Yes.
Before we go, we'd just like to mention our gold standard promotion, the Gold Standard Whey and the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard products. There is 5 unforgettable overseas holidays to win.
Unforgettable. They're unforgettable.
What did I say?
You said unforgettable. They're unforgettable. You have to read it. Okay,
but in conjunction with this promotion, we have dropped the prices dramatically. So what are the prices on the whey?
So for £1, looking at £29.95, £2 £44.95, £3 £59.95,
which is normally $74.95.
£5 is $79.95,
normally $89.95,
and £10 is $149.95,
which is normally $169.95. So that's $20 off. These prices are now online and in store and will be ongoing until the end of April. There is also specials on their pre-workouts, their Gold Standard Gainer.
The 30 serve, the pre-workout is $29.95 and the 60 serve is $49.95.
There you go.
And the Gold Standard Gainer is $119.95, I believe, or $109.95.
No, $119.95.
$119.95, there you go.
Which is another $20 off. So there you go. So get onto it, available online and in store now.
A couple of good puns there.
Was it?
Get onto it, online, Optimum Nutrition, ON.
Hey!
Yeah, good job.
I meant that.
Yeah, that was complete on purpose.
All right, that's it. We're done. We'll catch you guys next week. Good luck to everyone competing this weekend. Good luck to Rob Strangers. He always runs a good show. Sorry I can't be there. And we will catch you guys next week. Don't forget to like and share. If you've got any questions in future, anything you want us to chat about or talk about, mention, whatever, just send us a message on Instagram, Facebook.
Anything really?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys next week. See ya.